All right, folks. Good morning. This is Jim Cole at the Woodman Sports and Convention Center. Getting ready to have a little fun here. We are going to go live and drop the puck on a game between some future Bluebird girls here. So it's going to be the Janesville 10U Gold Lady Hawks going through their warm-up routine right now versus the TnT squad from the Toma Black River Falls area. And this is going to be the second game of a doubleheader. They played this morning. The Lady Hawks were victorious by a score of 2-1. Talking to the coaches before the game, they outshot TNT by quite a number. Sounds like TNT's got a really accomplished goalie in net. So I think the shot discrepancy was 30-something to 3. So we'll see what the girls have in the tank this afternoon. Looks like they're going through some warm-ups here without any pucks right now. So they're going to pretend they have pucks. And nope, I think Bates had the save on that shot. There's a cross-ice pass. Coco Knott comes in, fires. Oh, bar down. A little bit of a celly there. Now they're just going to take a couple hard laps, get their legs moving. Showing some good speed here. That's Leah Cobbs. Oh, now we're going to bring some pucks out. The officials for today's game, Tori Keekenhofer. I don't want to butcher his last name, Tori. And Spencer Bauer down there. Spencer's one of the really, really great referees in the Janesville youth hockey world. Does a great job explaining things to the kids as they play. So before we get started here, 45 seconds. One interesting fact that I've learned about this squad, the 10U girls here. All the girls on this team have scored a goal, which is pretty amazing when you think about it. And as you watch today, you'll find they play really unselfish hockey, always looking to make the right pass, good team hockey. But for all the kids that play, many of them in their second season, right? This all-girls team was just formed last year. For all of them to already have scored a goal is really interesting and pretty amazing statistic to me. Shows that they're learning to play unselfish hockey. So they're going to get the pucks cleaned up. And we'll get going here. And I believe they're going to get their goalie set in net, and that's Eden Bates. Going to start in net for the Lady Hawks. All right. A few words from the coach before they get started. On D, you're going to have Tatum Lenz, Coco Knott, It's Caroline Coco Knott. On offense, going to be Harper Mussey at center, flanked by Bryn Rothwell and Lydia Knott. Puck's down. Here we go. That's drawn back over to Tatum Lenz. She's going to play it into the neutral zone. Intercepted by TnT. They're on a breakaway, but they're headed the wrong way. They're looking for a little space. Now into the offensive zone. Quick shot, and that's going to be covered up. Offensive zone face-off for the Jayhawks. Mussey stays in with Rothwell and Knott. On D, still Tatum Lenz and Coco Knott. Jayhawks win that. Rothwell tries to fire from the high slot. Here comes TnT. They're working through the neutral zone into the offensive zone. That's chased down by Lydia Knott. She's over on the far half wall. Centering pass going to be picked up by Rothwell just over the red line. Now into the offensive zone. She fires from the top of the face-off circle. That goes all the way over to the half wall. Lydia Knott now played out of the zone by TnT. Amelia Schottfeld in on D now. She puts it back out to the red line. That one goes in offsides on TnT. So we'll take a face-off. Should be right down here in front of us or at center ice. Gwen Cushman in at center, and she has Paisley Mayer and Leah Cobbs with her. Cobbs now working up the far wall. Battle for the puck. Cushman, far half wall, plays it through the legs of the TnT defender. Goes down, centering pass just out of range. Over near side now. TnT trying to work out of the zone, intercepted, taken away by Paisley Mayer. And that's going to carry all the way down for icing. Mussey back in at center with Rothwell and Knott. Lenz and Coco Knott on D. Down in the corner now. Coming up. Lenz holds. Tries to backhand. Now she's going to chase it down. Puts it back towards the blue line. Mussey loses an edge. Trickles into the offensive zone. Coco plays it over off the far wall to her sister Lydia. Now Lenz. Stolen by TnT. There's going to be a shot. Blocked by Lenz. Now Mussey comes through. Picks up the puck at the goal line. Over on the far wall. She's going to reverse direction. Looking to break out of the zone on the near side now. Up the half wall to Bryn Rothwell. Knott plays it far side. Over to her sister. She puts it around the feet of one of the TnT defenders, and then they enter the zone offside. So we'll get a stoppage. Face off right here on the dot. Cushman back in at center with Mayer and Cobbs. Schottfeld and Emmeline Bird on defense. Over to Schottfeld. She tries to play it up to Mayer. Mayer punches it into the offensive zone. Now back in the neutral zone. Right down in front of us now. That carries down behind the goaltender. Schottfeld plays it up the far wall. Here comes Cobbs. She's got a lot of room to maneuver into the offensive zone. She's got Marin Cushman with her. Quick shot through the crease over to the near wall. TnT now coming back the other direction. Jumps the stick of Lenz in the offensive zone. Here comes Cobbs again. Everybody in on sides. Backhands it down behind the goaltender. TnT with his own exit. On and off the stick now. Bird turns it around over to the far half wall. Collision on the wall. No call there. Cushman trying to work through traffic. That one went into the zone offsides. Couple differences between the youth game and the high school game. No delayed offsides. No icing during a penalty kill. So the American development model of youth hockey, they want the kiddos to skate with the puck. That's the reason for the icing anyway. The theory is that rather than just dumping the puck out of the zone during a penalty, they want them to make a play. So Coco Nod into the offensive zone, working down the half wall. Into the crease. TnT trying to clear. Bat over the puck down there. It's going to be a penalty. It's going to be a hook on TnT. So Jayhawks going to go on the power play here. 7:57 left in the first period. Penalties at this level are 1 minute 30 seconds. So you're going to get to see the Jayhawks power play, and they're going to bring out Mussy, Rothwell, Lydia Knott, along with Lenz and Coco Knott. That one down into the corner. Intercepted by Rothwell. She tries to fire. Can't get her stick on it. Now, Lenz with the puck, half wall. Plays it down into the near face-off circle. Lydia Knott down there in support. That one's going to dribble up the far side. Kick back down below the goal line. Rothwell to Knott. Off the side of the net. Dribbles over near side. Right behind the Knott. Centering pass. Oh! Mussy buries it off a feed from Lydia Knott. Jayhawks going to take a 1-0 lead off a beautiful feed from Lydia Knott to Harper Mussy. And I apologize. I was going to show you guys an awesome replay, but my replay doesn't appear to be working right now. So we're going to see if we can get that fixed. All right. Cushman at the blue line. Emmeline Bird now up ahead to Cobbs. Bird chips it into the offensive zone. Now back, it crosses the red line. Schottfeld's going to get there. And that's an offsides call. That one dumped in by TnT, goes all the way down below the goal line, behind the net. Emmeline Bird there. Rims it over to Cobbs on the far half wall. TnT able to hold it. Now they're going to come near side, looking for that breakout. Schottfeld with the puck. Up ahead to Cobbs. She's got Mayer streaking up the left side. Everybody on sides into the zone. She fires a shot off the side of the net. Back out to the top of the zone. Just crossed the blue line. Mussy back in at center. along with Rothwell and Knott. Rothwell into the zone, down the left half wall. She puts one on net. Good stop there by the goalie. Right behind the net, they try to stuff it from the far side. Here comes TnT. They're going to work out of the zone. They kick that one over near wall. Lenz puts it back in, but the Jayhawks are offsides. Puck's down, Rothwell. Schopfeld now. Fires it into the offensive zone. Gonna let her forwards go to work on the forecheck. Puck right on the near face-off circle. Centering pass by TnT. Here they come across the red line. Into the offensive zone. Schopfeld catches up to that one. Over to Rothwell on the near side. Now Mussey working through. Over to Lydia Knott. That one's going to come back near side. Schopfeld looking for her forwards. Mussey with the puck. Over the blue line. Centering pass through the crease. Good pinch there by Emmeline Bird. Now the puck dribbles out over the red line. Schopfeld's going to catch up. Play it right down below us. Right in the neutral zone. Kicked up ahead. Mayer on the chase now. She holds. Cushman in support. Over to the near face-off circle. High slot. Cobbs with the puck. She fires. Backside. Just out of reach of Cushman. Cobbs is going to catch up to that one. Throws it down behind the net. Mayer on the puck now. Collision down on the near half wall. That's going to trickle up the far side. Bird holds the zone. Back to Cobbs. Now, far face-off circle. TnT with the puck now. Working out of their zone. Cushman puts it on the wall. Leaves it for Cobbs. She overskates. Now, Schopfeld. Back to Cobbs on the far wall. Centering past the Mayer. She's coming down the high slot. She's working through traffic. Now, Mayer and Cushman down there behind the net. Cobbs going to go to the far corner. Coco Knott to Cobbs. Far face-off circle. That one's going to come out of the zone. Lenz catches up. Plays it near side. Over to Mayer. Back to Lenz. Plays it off the far wall. Jayhawks changing some forwards. Cobb, far side. Into the offensive zone. Cushman trying to play through the legs of the TnT defenders. Lenz kicks it near side now. Battle for the puck, near wall. TnT out of their own zone. That carries all the way across the ice. Knott plays it up ahead for her sister. Lydia on the chase. She gets down to the corner. Centers through the slot, intercepted by TnT. They throw it out. Icing waved off on a touch through the zone. Here comes Mussey. She works through traffic, splits the defense, fires and in. Mossy with her second of the game. She took that one all the way through the neutral zone, split the defense, walked in and put it right up over the goalie. There's a cover. Puck down, far face-off circle. Cushman off the wall. Down behind the goal. And we're going to see what Spencer called. Little equipment delay here. Looked like one of the girls lost her neck guard. They're not allowed on the ice without those, so I think they stopped play. They called a hand pass, but it's going to come out of the zone, out to the blue line. So you got Mussy, Mare, Lydia Knott out on the ice now, along with Shopveld, Emmeline Bird. Battle on the near wall. Mussy at the red line. Into the offensive zone. That puck stays in the high slot, now working its way down. Going to carry the length of the ice. So we'll bring it back into the offensive zone for the Lady Hawks. That puck's down near face-off circle. TnT working on the far wall. Coco Knott kicks it back down into the offensive zone. Intercepted by Rothwell. Now Lenz, she's going to hold. Plays it over to Mussy. Mussy fires from way in the slot. TnT with the puck behind their own net. They fire once again. Lenz holds, kicks it down in front of the net. 20 seconds left in the first period. TnT with the puck at the red line. She gets taken down. Lenz going to go to the box for a hook with 11.6 seconds left in the first period. So the Jayhawks going to have to kill off a penalty here. Leading 2-0. A couple goals by Harper Mussy. So they're going to bring in Shopveld, Cushman, Cobbs, and Emmeline Bird. They're going to kill this penalty off. Bird with the puck. 4 seconds left in the period. TnT trying to work off the boards. That's going to do it for the first period of play. 49 seconds left in the penalty when we come back here. And it's a quick intermission. It's about a minute. So one of the other cool things, this team went up to Albert Lee, Minnesota About a month ago, I think. It was just after the holidays, if I remember correctly. And they won their tournament up there. And I was looking at the scores earlier. They won by some pretty lopsided scores. I think one of the games was 12-0. Some pretty big numbers they put up there. So, and let's see what else. They've gotten to play an outdoor game this season, which is really, really cool. So they're down there looking at a little strategy right now. See if I can lower the camera. That's what you want to see, right? All sitting on the bench, listening to the coach. Very attentive. I don't want to give any way Coach Bussey's secrets away, but I'm sure he says, you see the puck, you shoot the puck. Here we go. Get ready for period number 2. Lenz headed back to the box. Cushman in at center along with Cobbs. Schopfeld and Bird to finish killing off this penalty. So we're going to start the second period with the Jayhawks leading 2-0. TnT trying to escape the zone. They're over on the far wall. Intercepted. That's Cobbs. She fires from outside. Oh, beauty of a save there. She had a good look at that one. TnT goalie was up for the challenge. 26 seconds left on the penalty. Cushman in to take another face-off. She's got Cobb to her right. She pulls that one all that direction. Now Coco Knott feeds one to Cushman just under her stick. Up the far half wall. Schopfeld looking for Cobb's high slot. She plays it back down the wall into the corner. Cushman gets there. Backhands it down behind the net for Cobbs to pick up. She tries to put one on net. Knott kicks it back down into the zone. Penalty expires. Now puck over in the corner. Cushman on the forecheck. Harassing the TnT skater. That comes out of the zone. TnT, if they hurry, is going to have a 2-on-1. And they entered the zone offsides. All right, the penalties expired. 10:51 left in the second period. Lady Hawks up 2-0. That one drawn back by Mussey to Lenz. Back into the neutral zone. Mussey with the puck at the red line. Into the offensive zone, far side. She fires from there. That goes behind the net. Comes out the near side. TnT with the puck. Lenz at center ice. Plays it back in. Catches her line mates offsides. Going to take that one at center ice. Lenz with the puck. Feeds Mussey off her stick into the offensive zone. Near face-off circle. Knott puts it right in the slot. Rothwell over there kicks it down behind to Lydia Knott. She's going to battle over in the near corner. Centering feed. Nobody there. Rothwell catches up, backhands it back into the zone. Now TnT with a zone exit over on the far wall. They're taking off the puck. And that's going to be icing, so we'll bring it all the way into the offensive zone for the Lady Hawks. Mayer with the puck. Coming out of the zone. That one kicked back over. TnT offsides again, so we'll have a face-off right here on the near dot. Krishman paddles that one over to the far wall. Mayer trying to catch up to that one. That's going to go for icing. So we'll bring it all the way back into the offensive zone for the Hawks. They're going to stick with Cushman, Mayer, Cobbs on offense. Shopfeld, Bird on D. Drawn back by Cushman. Out of the zone. Cobbs is going to catch up to that one on the near wall. Looking for a little room. She's going to retreat down behind her net. She turns the corner, loses control. That one's kicked back down below the goal line now. Shopfeld coming this direction, near side, over on the half wall. Once again reversed. Now Mayer with the puck. Out of the zone, over the red line. She's going to carry into the offensive zone. She's going to pull the trigger on a shot. Still with the puck. They're going to get a hook. The girl doesn't realize she had a penalty called on her. Now she's going to make her way over to the box. Jayhawks going to go on the power play. They're going to bring Mussey, Knott, Rothwell, and Lenz into the game. 8:40 left in the second. Hawks up 2-0. TnT able to clear the zone. They're working through the neutral zone. Lydia Knott now plays it back in. Over on the far wall in the far face-off circle. Up the wall, Rothwell. She's going to tries to kick it back down. Gets caught in the rough skates. Centering pass right through the crease. Puck down behind the goalie. Not near side. To Mussey. That one's going to dribble out of the zone. Hawks have to touch up. We're going to have another penalty. Coco Knott is going to go to the box. 7:50 left in the second. So we're going to play a little 4-on-4 for 11 seconds. Then we're going to get a minute 19 TnT power play. So they keep Mussey and Rothwell out on offense. Shopfeld and Bird on D. Mussey with the puck. She's going to work out of the zone. She's got Rothwell up ahead. Now she carries into the offensive zone. Puts the brakes on. She fires. Paddle save there. Second shot off the side of the net. TnT with the puck. Working out of the zone. They cross the red line. Cushman comes off the bench and forces them to give up the puck. Bates with the save. She's just going to cover that one up. Freeze it, stop play. 7:08 left. Hawks have to kill another 18 seconds of penalty time. Shot there, up over the net. TnT with the puck. Now loose, far face-off circle, over to the far wall. Lenz tries to clear. TnT holds the zone, high slot. Now, here's Cobbs, working out of the zone. Up ahead to Cushman. Races on for that one. TnT wins the puck battle there. Near side. Cobbs holds. Tries to play it. Oh, right through the crease. Mayer over to the far wall. Up ahead. Held in the zone temporarily. Now TnT out the backside. Mayer with a good stick lift there. She's going to turn it around on the far wall. Cushman. Now Lenz catches up to the puck. Looking up ahead. TnT with the puck in the slot. Good save there by Bates. Near side. Up the half wall. TnT holds again. High in the zone. Cobbs kicks it out. That carries for icing. Bring it all the way back. Face-off drawn right through the slot. Over on the far wall, TnT's going to hold. They put that one back through, cross ice into the corner. Now near side. Here comes Mussy. Over the red line, into the offensive zone. She fires from out there. Another save, paddled to the back wall. Not in the corner to Mussy. Tries to center. Out to Schottfeld, high in the zone. Backhands it on the wall. Rothwell battling for the puck over there. Mussy harassing the defender. They bring it near side. Lydia not going to catch up to that one. Put that one right out front to Rothwell, and she scores! Harper Mussy fed Rothwell in the slot, and she put that one right past the goalie. 4:50 left in the second. They're going to go up 3-0. Bryn Rothwell on an assist from Harper Mussy. That was pretty. That was pretty. Puck in the neutral zone. On the near wall, at the red line. Little ping pong action there. Now Cobbs works her way down the near side. She puts one on net. Right off the goalie's face that time. Still battling for the puck near side. A little bit chippy. Tensions are starting to run high. This is the 5th period these kiddos have played against each other today. Under the stick of Lenz. That goes over into the corner. Up the wall. Mayer over there. Battling for the puck. Lenz again. Heat check there. She just wanted to get Bates involved in the game. She was trying to send that to her defense partner and put a little too much English on it. Bates was paying attention. She stopped it. They went over and had a chat. I'm sure Tatum was saying, sorry, Eden. I didn't mean to throw that on net. No harm, no foul. Mussy back in at center. That one in the slot. Over to the near face-off circle. Harper Mussy turns the corner. She's working out of the zone, gets taken off her feet. That's going to be a trip. Collision. Now they're going to stop play. Looked like during that collision they banged knees. So she's already getting back to her feet. .325 left in the second. Jayhawks up 3-0 on TnT. There's a shot. That goes left of the net. Rothwell over to the corner. Puts it down behind the net. Lydia Knott down there trying to get to the puck. Backhands it over to Rothwell. She fires up and in. Rothwell with her second of the game. Jayhawks go up 4-0 on a goal by Bryn Rothwell. Off a feed from Lydia Knott, I believe. .312 left in the second period. Jayhawks up 4-0 on TnT. Couple goals from Harper Mussy, couple from Bryn Rothwell. Puck at the blue line, in and out of the zone. A little bit of a zigzag there. Jayhawks offsides. They're going to have Cushman, Cobbs, Mayer out on offense. Lenz and Coco Knott on D. Over to Cobbs. She's going to try to catch up to that one here on the near side. Plays it down into the zone. Mayer, or Cobbs with the puck. I'm sorry. Mayer catches up. Oh! She dove for that one. Managed to get her stick on it and put it in. It was trickling through the slot. Mayer catches up to it. Jayhawks up 5-0 on TnT. On a goal by Paisley Mayer. .238 left in the second. Jayhawks up 5-0. Lenz now with the puck. Over to Rothwell. She makes a move at the red line. Passes to Mussy. It's going to be offsides. TnT with the puck. Rothwell into the offensive zone. She puts one on net. Good kick save there. That comes up near side. Held in the zone by Coco Knott. Down to her sister. Her sister plays it down behind the net to Rothwell. She tries to center it from behind the net. Lydia Knott on the puck, kicks it over far side. Coco over to Rothwell. She enters the zone, works down the far side. She fires into the glove of the TnT goalie. Cushman, Mayer, Cobbs back out on the ice on offense, along with Bird and Shopfeld on D. Minute 53 left. Far side, Mayer puts one off the side of the net. It's going to come up the near wall. Bird waits patiently, fires it back to Cobbs. Cobbs with a shot. Oh, that goes up off the paddle and in. TnT goalie was in position. She's had a little bit too much angle on her paddle, and that one cascaded right off her paddle up over her head. Hawks go up 6-0 on a shot by Leah Cobbs. Puck's down, intercepted by Cobbs. She fires. That one's paddled to the back wall. Another save there, minute 25 left in this period. Puck down near half wall. TnT tries to exit. They're going to kick it over to the far side. Jayhawks offsides on that one. Puck over on the far wall. Lenz plays it up ahead. She's going to come near side. Lydia not into the offensive zone. That's taken off her stick. Her sister plays it back in. Everybody on sides. About a minute left in this period. TnT with the puck behind their own net. Lydia not down there on the forecheck. Up the half wall. A whole gaggle of skaters there. Trying to dig that puck out. Comes to the blue line. Lenz holds. Not far near face-off circle. Out to Coco. She's going to play that one right down through the slot. Far side. Pass there. Little centering feed. Doesn't quite make it. TnT now. 20 seconds left. They're going to enter the zone. They put one on net. Bates. Good paddle save there to the back wall. Here's Rothwell with 2 seconds left. That's going to do it for the second period. Jayhawks going to go to their bench with a 6-0 lead. One more period to play here. Here we go. They're going to change up their lines a little bit for this third period. Coconut in at center. She's got Tatum Lenz on one wing, Cushman on the other. Offsides there on the Jayhawks. And it looks like we had Harper Mussey and Lydia Knott playing defense. Coco going to take the face off. She kicks it up ahead. Back to Mussey. She tries to play across ice. TnT in offsides. So we'll take another face off on the dot. Puck down. Here comes Cushman. Far side. Working through. Coco over on the far half wall. Lydia holds that. Sends it down behind the net. Land's going to get down there. Oh, quick shot. Kicked out by the goalie. TnT out of their zone. TnT offsides. Paisley Mayer in at center with Schottfeld and Emmeline Bird on offense. Rothwell, Leah Cobbs on D. Cobbs going to take that one off the face-off up the far wall into the offensive zone. She fires steep angle shot off the side of the net. Rothwell's going to hold, play it down near face-off circle for Schottfeld. In and out of the zone there. They're going to catch the Hawks offsides. 10 minutes left in this one. Hawks leading 6-0. They've outworked and outshot TnT. Shot discrepancy 25-3 right now. TnT working through traffic. Over to the far wall. Bird plays it down the wall all the way into the corner. Mayer backhands to Schottfeld in the slot. Here comes TnT off the wall, out of the zone. Good poke check there. TnT with the puck in the near corner. They send one into the slot. Kicked out of there. Now Rothwell with the puck. Rothwell plays it over to the far corner. Hawks in a line change here. Near side. Lydia Knott down behind the net. Plays it up the wall. Bird's there. Bird kicks it up ahead. Looking for Coco. Into the offensive zone. Down the wall. She's going to turn the corner. She's going to go behind the net. Oh, she was getting ready to stuff it from the near far side. That comes out to the blue line. Lydia Knott holds, kicks it back down to Cushman. Quick shot off the side of the net. Puck trickling high into the offensive zone. Mussey catches up to it, plays it back. Backhanded to the back wall. Coco into the slot. Lydia's going to catch up to that one. Tries the backhand to Cushman. Sends it into the neutral zone. TnT with the puck deep in their defensive zone, trying to work out. Not holds, plays it into the far faceoff circle. That goes over to the far wall. TnT into the offensive zone. Cobbs catches up to the puck. She's got it on her stick, trying to work out of traffic. That one gets clogged up on the wall. Near face-off circle. Up ahead. TnT with the puck at neutral ice. Schottfeld plays it all the way around to the far side. Cushman picks it off the wall. She's got a little bit of room to maneuver. Tries to play it up ahead to Coco at the blue line. TnT over on the far wall. TnT skater lost the puck. Cobbs lost her stick. Schottfeld off the wall, up ahead. Cushman going to try to catch up to it. Can't quite get there, so we'll bring it all the way back down. 5.5 minutes left in the game. Jayhawks with a comfortable 6-0 lead. Puck down, far face-off dot. Knott plays it out of the zone. And that's going to carry the length of the ice. Icing waved off. Knott holds. Now TnT. They give that one up at the red line. Lydia Knott catches up, plays it off the wall. Looking for her sister, just out of reach. That one's going to come into the zone. Down behind the net, Mussy with the puck. Changes direction. She's going to work out near side. Through the slot. Puts it up ahead. Emmeline Bird's going to catch up to it, far wall. Good pass to Paisley Mayer. That comes off her stick. Out of the zone. Hawks have to touch up. Now Mayer plays it back into the offensive zone. That's going to go all the way over to the far wall. Bird kicks it up ahead. Hawks changing skaters right now. TnT backhands it. That's going to go into the zone offsides. Three and a half minutes left. Marin at center, along with Schottfeld, Cushman, Rothwell, and Cobbs on D. There's Cushman into the offensive zone. Over to Mayer. Mayer backhands it down into the corner, looking for Schottfeld to go retrieve. She gets down there. Battle behind the net. TnT with the puck. Cushman on the forecheck. She disrupts that one. Up the wall. Cobbs holds off of a skate in the far faceoff circle. Now TnT with the puck. Trying to get a zone exit. That one actually stayed in the zone. Cushman kicks it back. Now through the legs of Mayer. Out to the neutral zone. Races on for this one. Comes off the wall. TnT puts it down on net. That goes through the crease. Over to the far side. Rothwell gathers behind her net. Now loses sight of the puck. Going to come back to Cobbs. She chips it up the wall. She's got Cushman. Cushman looking up ahead to Coco. Coco backhands. Shot felled there. Now puck out of the zone. Everybody has to get on sides. Cobbs kicks it up the wall. She was about one step behind the red line on that one, so she kicked it up the wall. It's going to come all the way back down. That trickles down behind Bates. Jayhawks trying to preserve the shutout for Bates here. Bird works up the far wall. Knott holds, kicks it into the slot, lands with a shot. Stopped by the goalie. Knott holds once again. That one comes out of the zone. TnT's going to have a 2-on-nobody. Into the zone, they fire. Bates with the save. 40 seconds left in this one. Yeah, they have. See you, man. Mare back in at center with about 20 seconds left to play. She's got Mussy Lenz, Lydia Knott, and Emmeline Bird. Mussy with the puck now. Kicks it out at the blue line. Mare plays it up ahead. 6 seconds left in this one. That's going to go over to the far corner, and that should about do it. Jayhawks going to take this one by a score of 6-0. Eden Bates with a shutout. And that's your Janesville Jayhawks, Lady Hawks Gold 10U. Well played, hard fought game by both teams. But the Jayhawks are going to walk out with the victory this afternoon. And there you have it, folks. From the Woodman Sports and Convention Center, this is Jim Cole. And that is Jayhawk hockey. We will catch you later.